This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, the Labor and Housing Committee made a historic decision Thursday night that could benefit Maine workers and their families. Our Matthew Jurancic explains.
After 7 hours of testimony during a public hearing last week and a lengthy workshop Thursday, the Labor and Housing Committee voted to advance a bill that would create a statewide paid family and medical leave program.
I'm absolutely over the moon. Yesterday was a really, really big day.
The bill is sponsored by Senator Maddie Daughtry and Representative Kristen Cloutier. They say this is something that all Mainers need.
There are 11, now 12 states that have PFML programs. Maine is the only state in New England that does not offer a paid family medical leave program.
The Labor and Housing Committee made some amendments to the bill during the work session. As it reads now, the proposed bill would allow employees to take up to 12 weeks of paid leave each year. During that time, the benefited amount would equal to 90% of a worker's wage for income earned up to half of a Mainer's average weekly wage. The Maine Paid Leave Coalition issued a statement following the decision saying, quote, "Paid family and medical leave will help Maine people, families, and businesses succeed. We urge lawmakers to finish the work of the Commission, of Senator Daughtry and Representative Cloutier, and accept the strong vote from this committee to finally deliver what Mainers so clearly support, a comprehensive paid family and medical leave program," end quote. Senator Daughtry says she's hopeful that the House and Senate will see the importance of this bill to Maine families.
Only 35% of Mainers have access to unpaid family medical leave. That leaves the majority of Mainers stuck with no access to unpaid leave, let alone paid leave. I think they'll hear loud and clear what we did.
The proposed bill is expected to be voted on in the Senate as early as next week and by the House the following week. In Augusta, Matthew Jurancic, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, Maine Senators Angus King and Susan Collins joined with more than 60 other senators to pass the Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2023 that will raise the federal government's debt ceiling until January 1st, 2025. Senator King issuing a statement after that vote, reading in part, quote, "Maine people pay their bills when they are due. The federal government should be no different. There are some compromises in the bill that I wish weren't necessary, but that is inevitable in a divided government. The most important part of the agreement that we passed is that it averts a catastrophic default that would raise prices, cost countless jobs, and devastate the global economy," end quote. A bill to study providing more on-campus housing at community colleges in Maine has now become law. LD 830 directs the community college system to study housing construction costs, the cost to students, the availability of space on campus, and other issues. Currently, 2 of the 7 community colleges in Maine do not have any residence halls. Representative Daniel Hobbs of Wells sponsored the bill. He said, quote, "In a tight housing market, on-campus housing should be more available to all students so that funding off-campus housing is not added to the list of challenges students already face," end quote. That new law goes into effect 90 days after the current session of the legislature ends. Well, Maine and 41 other states have negotiated a nationwide $102.5 million settlement with the maker of Suboxone. Suboxone is a drug that's used to treat opioid use disorder. Maine will receive approximately $3 million from that settlement. In 2016, the states filed a complaint against Indivior Incorporated, which makes the drug. The suit alleged that the company used illegal means to switch the Suboxone market from tablets to film while attempting to destroy the market for tablets in order to preserve its drug monopoly. The trial had been set for this September. Maine Attorney General Aaron Fry saying, quote, "Manipulating the market for a life-saving drug needed by vulnerable citizens in order to increase company profits is unconscionable. We hope that this lawsuit shows drug manufacturers that we are watching and we will not tolerate conduct that violates our antitrust laws," end quote. A New York man has been found not guilty in the shooting death of a man in Waterville. A Superior Court judge announced the verdict yesterday in the murder trial of 23-year-old Jashawn Lipscomb. 33-year-old Joseph Tracy was shot in a Waterville apartment in June of 2020. Prosecutors claimed Lipscomb shot him in the back. Witnesses say Lipscomb became angry because Tracy was late to give him a ride to the airport. According to the Morning Sentinel, the judge presiding over the case in the non-jury trial determined that the prosecution had not proven its case beyond a reasonable doubt. Lipscomb's brother is currently serving 3 years in prison after he was found guilty of lying to police and helping his brother flee from the area. Maine lobstermen say they've been struggling to make a living following recent economic and regulatory challenges. Our David Ledford spent the day with members of the industry to learn more.
We get told what we're going to get paid for the product, and we get told what we're going to be charged for the bait. And we're the ones providing, and it seems as though we're the ones also getting the short end of the stick.
Lobster. It's an undeniable staple of Maine life and cuisine, but the people who bring it to our tables say they're struggling to stay afloat. With rising inflation, fishermen say they've been hit hard.
For me personally, it was like $800 a day just to go fishing, and that was on like a $3 lobster. So you got to go and you got to catch over 250 pounds before you even break expense.
That's going to bait and fuel before we even leave the harbor.
In addition to the rising costs of running a lobster fishing business, lobstermen say that fishing regulations have made it more difficult to turn a profit, even when reeling in a good haul.
We are complying with every rule or regulation they come down with, weak links in our rope, to gear marking to identify where the rope comes from if there is an entanglement. And now we got weak links that are supposed to break at a certain tensile strength. My stern man or myself could get hurt if that thing snaps.
These lobster fishing restrictions went into effect last year in an effort to protect endangered North Atlantic right whales. However, lobstermen say the rules are impractical and have led to a loss of revenue.
That doesn't leave a lot for me, and it don't leave enough for him, especially with regulations and all that stuff, because all this stuff costs money. The weak links cost money, the rope costs money, the purple rope costs money.
Fishermen say they're hoping that lawmakers will work with members of the industry to keep lobstering alive.
We need to be heard, and we need someone that's just not in these groups, but in the state house.
If we don't do something about this, if we don't have a voice and have somebody talk for us that has some power to handle this, then we won't be anymore.
In Stonington, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, today's storms offered some booming thunder and impressive displays of lightning. Here's a look at some of that natural light show earlier today overlooking the Bangor Brewer Bridge. You can see bolts of lightning stretching across the dark gray sky. And aside from the flashes of lightning, that storm also brought with it plenty of rain and cooler temperatures. And that cool-off is definitely welcome after a few really warm and muggy days here in our region. And with that, let's turn things over and get a first check of our forecast, see what's coming our way.
Thank you so much, Peter. Our first weather today is brought to you by Prouty Auto Body. Prouty Auto Body, 26 Summer Street, Dover, Foxcroft. All right, weather-wise, though, another hot day out there today. Back into those 80s, some 70s by the coast, so much cooler in Rockland and Bar Harbor, but it was another hot day. Now things start to really change. We will really cool on off once this rain passes by the region, but be careful. More showers and thunderstorms are right now in the region, so we do actually have some severe weather as well just north of town. Right now, though, here in town, not too bad. We do have a breezy window, 10 miles an hour, and same thing in Bar Harbor. Machias a little bit stronger, coming in with sustained winds at around 16 miles per hour. So we're looking at wind gusts closer to 25. So I would say hold your hats, folks. Tonight, though, we're looking at more chances of rain showers and even a couple of thunderstorms in the region. Temperatures will be cooling back off into the 40s. Peter?
All right, so that rain hanging around. Thanks, Conrad. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, Maine's Chickadee and Pinecone license plates are on their way out. We'll explain. And our Grace Blanchard will take us to Orono to talk to a food truck owner that says they're still doing good despite the departure of many students. Those stories and much more as we come back.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
The first ever Mazda CX-50, purpose-built for the outdoors. With our most advanced driving technology for responsive, consistent performance, on-road and off, that entices you to go further, more often.
Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyu.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. The Penobscot County Fire Chiefs Association honored outstanding firefighters during its award ceremony Thursday night. And this year, Aaron Jellison from Orono Fire Department was awarded Fire Officer of the Year. Kevin Boudreau, who works in both Herman and Bangor, was awarded Firefighter of the Year. And Bangor's Fire Chief, Thomas Higgins, was named Fire Chief of the Year. A big congratulations to all the award winners. A Bangor-based organization is determined to provide every first grader in Maine with a new book for every month of the school year. Dirigo Reads is currently in 85 schools across all 16 Maine counties. The organization's mission is to improve the health and well-being of children in Maine through literacy. Dirigo Reads co-founder Dan Cashman says it's essential to get kids reading at an early age.
It fosters a love for reading, and literacy rates could be higher in Maine. They could be higher everywhere. And that really starts at a young age, getting kids to fall in love with reading, fall in love with books,
Any schools or businesses interested in taking part should visit Dirigo Reads contact form on their website and fill out an application. Maine's Chickadee and Pinecone license plates will soon be phased out for a new yet familiar look. They'll be replaced by a retro design inspired by the state's original flag, which has seen a surge in popularity in recent years. The license plate design borrows from the original flag from Maine statehood. It's a simple design featuring a blue North Star and a stylized green pine tree. The legislature's Transportation Committee voted unanimously on Thursday to replace all of the state's aging license plates between 2025 and 26. Under the bill, motorists would have a choice of the standard pine and star plate or a plain version with no artwork. Well, although most of the state students have left the university for summer break, a new food truck in Orono is receiving a lot of support from the community as they serve up some great eats. Our Grace Blanchard has the story.
FWOB, which stands for Friends Without Benefits, made its way onto the Orono scene this past month after parking its food truck across from the fire station. It's led by a team of 3 childhood friends who decided after the pandemic they wanted to take on a new business adventure together.
Oh, it's been great. Really happy. We've been posted up in Orono. Everybody that's come through has been super nice. We haven't had any bad experiences and got a lot of compliments. So couldn't get much better than that.
Owners Delaney Burns, Matthew Kuna, and Gavin Russell say placing themselves in a town where the population drops nearly 12,000 this time of year as students pack up to go home for the semester was definitely a risk. But despite the lack of student population at certain points of the year, they do not regret parking their truck in a college town.
I genuinely thought that when the students went home, we would be dead. But actually, the town of Orono has come out to play, and it's been awesome. We have so many regulars now. We get a lot of landscapers, electricians. We've had the fire department, a few policemen, some professors, and we also have our family and friends are very supportive. So we've had a lot of them coming from Patton.
The truck features a wide menu of burgers, fries, and more. Owner Matthew Kuna's sister brought her 2 daughters out to the truck and is happy to see their success despite challenges they have faced.
They've had some struggles getting started. It kind of seems like lots of things have gone against them. But since they've actually officially opened this year, things have been going really great. On Facebook all the time I always hear people saying how amazing the food is, the fries, the burgers. My 2 girls are really excited to be here today to try the milkshakes out. And we're really glad that we were able to come up here.
Owner Delaney Burns says despite the traditional time frame of food truck season, they plan on welcoming the University of Maine students back to Orono next semester.
We want to be open until the snow hits. So we've already got a few rounds of specials plans for the students coming back. We're really excited about. I'm not going to go into detail of that just yet, but I'm really excited about the students coming back. Hopefully doing something for them that's a little different. There's so many other great businesses in this area, and we want to be a part of things. So that's what we're hoping for, is to be a part of things and for the students to come hang out with us.
For more information about the food truck, you can check out their website or find them on Facebook at FWOB. In Orono, Grace Blanchard, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
And I can see why they're so popular. That food looks delicious. All right, well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. We'll head to Duncan to see how they honor the very special holiday, National Donut Day. And in sports, Bucksport girls track and field head into Saturday's Class C championships with a great chance at their first ever state title. That story coming right up.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
We live in the oldest continuous democracy on earth. But today, political parties act like they own our votes. Blind loyalty is the opposite of choice, and choice is what real democracy is all about. No Labels was formed to unite Democrats, Republicans, and independents to solve our country's biggest problems, bringing more choices to voters and more voices to the national conversation. Find your voice with us. Join No Labels today.
Maine is a one-of-a-kind beautiful state, and there's no better way to see it than from the air. Fletcher Mountain Aviation offers an aerial experience like no other, featuring seaplane flights where you will see the best views in Maine from the air and land on Maine's most beautiful lakes. An experience you will never forget, with views from the northern Maine woods, Moosehead Lake, and Katahdin regions. Come fly and see our beautiful state from the sky with Fletcher Mountain Aviation. Visit our website here or scan the QR code to book your flight today.
Hey, what's up with the big smile?
It feels so good to help someone secure better Medicare coverage and lower their costs too.
It's the best part of being here at Senior Planning Center. And most people don't know about all the options available with today's Medicare health plans.
And many can save money by qualifying for the Medicare Savings Program.
We're here to help you get all the benefits you're entitled to.
With agents in locations across Maine, call today for a free Medicare review at 207-223-6565. Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Well, the Celtics did not play in the NBA Finals last night. The Red Sox aren't looking the best. Chris Sale just moved to the injured list. So, thank God we got our first look at the Patriots this week, right? After getting 2 OTA sessions docked, media members got to watch some drills and see the team for the first time of the 2023 season this week. The Pats are coming off of a disappointing 2022 campaign, but they've made some changes. There is a legit offensive coordinator in the house, a couple of new additions on offense and defense. So while they know it's a new year, they are also keeping last season fresh, and they're learning from it.
I've always been on really good winning teams, and that's what this place has been. So I'm just learning from all the things. That's all I took from last year. It's a learning experience, and I think I learned a lot, which is really important. I was a second-year player at the time, and all I can do is help me in the future.
I think as a team, certainly we're going to have to take on a new identity. There are new players. It's a new season, new challenge, and it is a clean slate. But there are things that we've done last year, the past several years, that we can learn from and hopefully grow from, and you know, mistakes that we hope not to repeat and things like that.
All right, now let's head to the track. This Saturday is state championship day for Maine Track and Field. Bucksport girls track is eyeing their first ever state title. Ryan Sudol has the story.
Indoor season was amazing. We got Class B runner-ups, so I think we can probably win this one.
Bucksport girls track and field has every right to be confident as they head into Saturday's Class C state meet as PVC small school champions.
We're all going to have a lot of competition, and we're going to have to push ourselves and stuff, but we all have been working really hard.
On the track side of their PVC win Saturday, the Bucks won 2 events, including the 200-meter dash, won by freshman Haley Rose.
It was insane. I had a lot of competition, and I didn't really know if I was going to win. I had to push myself and had my teammates support me, and it was really great.
Oh, and second place in the race by 0.02 of a second, Haley's twin sister, Madison.
I thought it was pretty amazing that we could do that, and it was just a great moment for me and her. Some meets I'll go first, some meets she'll go first, so it's just really fun to see who would win.
Where the Bucks really shine is in those field events. They won 3 of those Saturday, all of which by junior Natasha Monreal. High jump, triple jump, and a meet record at long jump. But don't give her all the credit.
We have people that can place and get top 3 or even higher in almost every event we do.
Jumping, the triple, the shot, the disc, the jab, pole vault. We have people placing almost quite well in all those events.
And that puts them in pretty good position to do well at Coney this Saturday. The added motivation, being in contention for their first girls' state title ever.
We've all put in so much work, and it would just be great to see all our hard work and stuff pay off and get the first state title.
In Bucksport, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7 Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. That is all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our Maine weather today is brought to you by Varney Ford. Varney Ford in Newport gives one full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks, the nice car and truck people. Weather is looking pretty nice as well. Well, it was looking nice earlier today. Temperatures back in the 80s here in town. Waterville in those mid-80s once again. The coast a bit cooler, of course, with that ocean breeze. The ocean waters are still a little bit chilly out there. But look what happens. We really cool off. High temperatures in the 80s today, and look what happens back into the 50s, actually, into some 60s by next week. So much cooler air is returning. It's actually going to feel more like spring now, so we are turning the clocks and bring out those sweaters because it is going to be a roller coaster ride. 84 to 55. So big changes are rolling on in, and get ready for that. We do also have a lot of rain in the area. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms are actually popping up at the moment. So this will be a trend once again overnight. And then we finally slowly start to clear up by Saturday, but it is going to be a very active weather pattern the next coming week. So get ready for a lot of cloud cover and a lot of scattered rain showers in our state. And that's pretty much going to be happening across most of the United States. Look at all of this right now in the Midwest and then upper Midwest. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms are popping up right now still. And of course, the western states are continuing to just get rounds after rounds of rain once again. So drought is starting to improve in most places. For us, more rain will be moving in. Tomorrow afternoon, things will slowly start to wind down, and then more chances start to roll in once again by Sunday, and then into Monday once again, with some more scattered showers, not as heavy rain as what we're going to have today into those overnight hours as well. The muggy meter does improve. We will actually have much lower dew points. That means more comfortable levels. Yes, it will feel a little bit more dry, even though we will have some more scattered showers in the area, but temperatures will be much cooler. It's going to feel more like beginning of spring than actually in June. It is a bit breezy right now, though. 10-mile-an-hour sustained winds in town, 13 miles an hour in Greenville, but look at Millinocket, not too far away, only a light 5-mile-per-hour breeze right now. So it is looking pretty good. Air quality, once again, and not so much. We are in the moderate. Southern part of the state is in the good, so that is looking pretty good for now. Tonight, though, close those windows and turn up the heat. Temperatures will be hovering at around 46 degrees. Scattered showers will be in the area, maybe even a rumble of thunder or two once again. Tomorrow, much cooler, 55 degrees. We're looking at maybe a couple of sprinkles early. Other than that, we will be dry for most of the day. Our extended forecast outlook does show very active weather pattern the next coming week. Temperatures will be well below average in the 50s and 60s. Peter?
All right, well, we're looking forward to that cool off, or at least I am. Thanks, Conrad. And more to come after the break. Stay with us.
We open books. We open minds. We open up possibilities when we invest in their higher education. Invest in your child's bright future by opening a NextGen 529 account today. To learn more about NextGen 529, investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the program description available at nextgenforme.com. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan.
Whenever Maine Wood Floors wants to know the weather, they log on to foxbangor.com. Whether you're searching to add beauty with a new hardwood floor or need to restore your old one, Maine Wood Floors is your hardwood flooring expert in Mid-Coast Maine.
You didn't live this strong, this long, to get put on the shelf like a porcelain doll. But 1 out of 2 women over 50 will suffer a fracture from osteoporosis. You should know you can build new bone with Evenity for postmenopausal women with osteoporosis at high risk for fracture. Ask your doctor if you can do more than just slowing down bone loss with Evenity. Want stronger bones? Then build new bone. Evenity can help in just 12 months. Evenity is proven to reduce spine fracture risk by 73%.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a cardiovascular problem. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions and low blood calcium have occurred. Tell your doctor about jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity, or about pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred.
Don't let a break put you on a shelf. Talk to your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
It's summer and the savings are heating up at the Furniture Gallery. Sofas starting at $3.99. Recliners starting at $2.99. Queen mattresses also starting at $2.99. Ashley, Flexsteel, Nectar, Restonic, and Serta. If it's in stock, it's yours to take home today. So what are you waiting for? The Furniture Gallery Summer Savings Sale is huge. Special financing is available. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. Your best value is always at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
Tonight, where the debt ceiling deal stands. Plus, vacation time is here, and so is hurricane season. We're tracking the first tropical system. Where's it headed? More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Weather delay to let you know about due to the inclement weather. Downtown Bangor's Executive Director Betsy Lundy has told us that this evening's free showing of Everything Everywhere All at Once at the Main Savings Amphitheater has been postponed to next Friday. The free movie is part of Downtown Bangor's ongoing Pride Month celebrations, and other events going on today, such as the wine tasting at the Central Street Farmhouse, will go on as planned. For a full list of events and activities, you can visit Downtown Bangor's website. And finally tonight, June 2nd marks the anniversary of many illustrious events in America. Babe Ruth retired from baseball, Kraft unveiled Velveeta cheese, but none of that pales in comparison to National Donut Day.
It's one of my favorites. It is a chocolate glazed donut.
There and Dunkin' locations all over celebrated the day by giving out free donuts with any beverage purchase. The national event provided a much-needed sweet tooth fix on this stormy Friday, and people we talked to took advantage of the holiday.
Yeah, my boss came into work. She got a dozen donuts for everybody, glaze and Boston cream.
Delicious. Well, if you didn't get a free donut today, you can mark your calendars for next year so you don't miss out on the sweet holiday. All right, well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great rest of your evening.